Good morning, everybody. Alright, took off a couple of days, had a fishing day. Had a yesterday, cleaned up the boat, got it all back ready to go again. Which then this weather straightens out, we'll go again. Let's get back to work. Big box of restorations. There is some very, very cool stuff in there. Now we're going to go one at a time. We're going to work on, actually two on this first video. A multi-tool of sorts. Now this is from Sheffield, England. Anything from Sheffield, England is high-end stuff, I think. This one has a marlin spike, and that's very, very good for, I've got rope that's tied in a tight knot. Stick that in there and work your knot loose. It can be used for multiple things. You know what I mean? And it has a straight blade. And this knife has been used. Been sharpened and used. Just what it's for. And it just has this little deal here. Can opener. You can cut things with it, do whatever. Pretty cool. Not bad shape, very dirty. We're gonna solve that here in just a minute. And then when we get it all polished up, cleaned up, sharpened, that's that one. Now the next one, this is a pocket knife. I'm a big one. Same thing with this one, very, very dirty. This says United G.R. Mitch. I hadn't researched this one, but I'm thinking Michigan. It's a big old locking blade in the front. And it has a saw. Now this thing has been well used, because there's not many teeth left on it. But still really cool. Really, really dirty down in there. Oh, locking blade, got to push it back. Now, first step, this is our chance to try out the ultrasonic cleaner. And we'll set it right over, and I'm just going to leave it over there. But I'll move the camera over there in just a second. We'll get it filled up, see what we can do with it. Alright, this will be the first time I've used this, so I've got a little bit of, tiny bit of that in there for cleaner. And we're at the full line there, plugged in. And we'll let it go for about 10 minutes. I have no idea what that is. Oh, that's the timer. Okay, it stops at 6 minutes. There it goes. Guess it cycles off and on. I can see it doing something in there. Now, we'll see what happens. First 6 minutes. Man, look how dirty that water is. How about that? I guess it's supposed to pulse like that. So I said about, let's let it go another 6. I guess it's supposed to, yeah, I guess so. Alright, this is distilled water that I'm using because I have it. Somebody left it on my back porch. I guess one of the kids And 2 gallons has been sitting there forever. I don't guess they're going to get it, so it was sealed up, so we'll use it for this. Now, if it runs out this cycle, we'll dump it, take it to the sink and rinse it and see how it looks. Alright, that's 12 minutes in. That water is nasty. Now this one doesn't heat, so it doesn't get hot. And look at that water. Now let's take it out to the sink and rinse them off. Get the soap off of them. Now that's why I have so many sinks out here. This is a work sink for stuff like this, and the other was for fish and food, stuff like that. And it looks pretty good down in there. This one was worse. Looks pretty good. Now this one we have a little bit of rust down in there. Turn the water off, Rick. And the screws are a little bit rusty. So let's drop this in the evaporust for just a little bit while we're working on this one, because I don't see any rust on this one. I like that cleaner. That thing works pretty good. Alright, got a good cleanup. Now these, both of these were gun blued all the way around. Got it really clean. We're going to put it in some alcohol, let it soak for a little bit. Then this will be like a degreaser. Same thing, degreaser. Before we put the gun blue on. Got a clean plastic brush. As clean as I can get it with a steel wool and a wire brush. Looks really good. That back spring in there is really, really strong. This is back when they made a quality knife. Well, like I said, this one's from Sheffield. They still make quality stuff. Okay, now we're just going to let that soak for just a few minutes. Do the same thing with this. Now this one was in the evaporust for about an hour. That's all. It didn't take long because it was lightly, real light rust. And that's plain old rubbing alcohol. I like to get the 90%, but I'm going to use this up because I'm out after this. Used to get that for less than $1 a bottle. Now it's silly priced, $3 or $4 a bottle around here. So we'll let that soak, then we'll take it out and let it drip dry. That all evaporate, then we'll gun blue it. And while we're doing that one, we'll put this one in. Alright, got the gun bluing done. And as everything on these are blued, I just dumped the whole thing in there. Give it a light polish with some steel wool. That will poke a hole in your finger if you're not careful. like that. They look really good. A little bit damp still. I'm just bubbling here, ain't I? I'm almost out of this too. Good Lord, out of alcohol. Out of WD-40. Out of evapro rust. Almost. We'll have to go supply shopping, I guess. We'll put that over there on the paper towel. Same thing here. This is getting the residue off of there, that gun blue residue. Put this one down. It's messy, but gotta get it all over. I got a paper towel over there. I'm just gonna let it sit on there for a while, hour or so, and let it cure. It'll help cure that gun blue. Oily rag, once you got an oily rag. That's why I buy the cheap washcloths at Walmart. So that's not much good anymore. Alright, we'll see a final wipe down of these here in just a little bit. Alright, there we go. Still pretty heavily oiled. Very nice. This one is still sharp, so I won't sharpen it anymore. Now before I send them out, which will be probably another week anyway, I'll wipe them down again. There we go. For right now, wrap it up like that. Same with this one. Now I put a little heavier oil on the blades, and it'll drop down in there. That WD-40 was just to make sure that it dissipated all the any little bitty bits of moisture and water that might be in there after cleaning. There we go, all gun blued over again. The more I look at this, that is a factory edge. So for integrity's sake, I think we should just not sharpen it. Just like that. What do you think? Pretty good little couple of 3-hour job. Wrap that one up too. Clean up my mess. We'll dig in the box and find something else. Well, that'll do it for this one. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for your support. And if you don't mind, on the way out the door, hit the thumbs up button. Helps me a lot. Thank you. See y'all later.